Hi, thanks for joining me. It's Michelle Sturgeon with Come Stamp With Me, coming to you from Ontario, Canada. And today we're going to be using a brand new stamp set that I just got called Inspiring Iris. And it's a two-step stamping stamp set. And this is the card we're going to make. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm going to flip you down on my hands. All right, so I've got a piece of Whisper White measured at 2.5 by 4 7/8. I'm gonna put that right at the top, put my magnet down, and I'm going to get my iris image and put that kind of where I want it. There we go. And use the stamparatus plate and pick that up. And I need my Memento Black. And press down. I didn't quite get enough. If you had Stampin' Spots, this would be the ideal time to use them. There we go, that's better. Now I'm going to do my irises next. Okay, so I'm going to place those down in the right spot. Trying to get it as close to perfect as possible. Oops, then it got stuck to my thumb and it moved. Okay, that looks about right. I will get my second plate and snap that in and pick that up. And I'm going to take you out of frame for a minute just so I can ink this up properly. No, not quite right. Like I said, if you've got stamping spots, it would be perfect to get in there. Then you're not going to get ink all over your... Alright. There we go, that's better. Maybe a little bit darker. There we go. Then I want my leaves on there. Oops. This is the hardest part, is lining everything up right. Okay. Then I take my plate and I flip it over to the other side so that I can pick up those leaves. And those leaves are going to get inked in Pear Pizzazz. A little bit darker. There we go. And I will put this away and clean that later. So there is my image. I am then going to glue that onto the Highland Heather mat, which is 1/8 of an inch bigger. Now I'm going to use the Big Shot. I need the lace background and my magnetic plate and my lid, and I'm going to use a match, so just an extra piece of cardstock on there, because it won't cut all the way through without it. So I go back a couple times because I want to make sure that it's going to cut all the way through. And if you look on the back, you can see that there's some pieces that haven't actually cut all the way through yet. So we'll try it again. All right, that seems pretty good. We'll find out in a minute here when we take the brush to brush off all the little bits and pieces. So I don't have the what's that tool called? Pick a tool. But I have the old brush with the little foam mat. If you don't have this, you can buy the take a pick tool and get the attachment, the brush attachment that goes on top. In any case, you will need something to get all these little pieces out. Does a pretty good job. It makes a mess, but it's not bad. There's a couple little pieces I just need to poke out. I'm not too concerned about the ones that are going to be covered, but I do want the ones that are going to be showing to be popped out because I'm placing this white lace over top of the Highland Heather cardstock. And I want all the pieces to show through. Okay, here is my Highland Heather cardstock. And put the snail on there. And put this right on top. That looks so pretty. So it is a bit of a pain to use this die, but it's worth it because it is really pretty. Put that outside. Now I also want to stamp my greeting. This is from the same stamp set. It says wishing you the best. It'll go here. Now in my original card sample, which is right here, I used the polka dot tulle ribbon and I used it in white. But I thought, what would it look like if I were to change the color of the white ribbon to the Highland Heather? So I took some water, put it in a little container that I got from the dollar store. I took some Highland Heather re-inker and added a few drops, maybe 8 to 10 drops. And I took a piece of the white tulle ribbon and put it in there and put the lid on because liquid in a crafting space is not a good idea. And after about an hour, I got this. So it's hard to tell that the color is different until you actually get it on there and put the bow on. Once it's tied in the bow, you can see that the color has been changed. Alright, got my bow on. Now I will cut the tails to the length that I want. And there we go. So now that you see it next to the white, you can see that the color is different. So very easy to change the color of your ribbon. You just take a bit of water and a few drops of re-inker and let it sit for about an hour, and the ribbon will get dyed. How cool is that? So I got that on there with some dimensionals. So this is what it looks like with the colored ribbon, and this is what it looks like with the white ribbon. Now, I have to say that I do prefer it with the white. After all that I went through, I do think it looks better with the white ribbon. But, hey, you never know until you try, right? All right, I better close these before I get ink all over everything. Now, the next thing I want to show you, where did that stamp go? Oh, it's over here. So I don't know if you can tell, but my stamp is a little bit pink. When you use colors on the acrylic stamps, they tend to discolor a little bit, pink out a little bit. So I got this product from Stampin' Up called the Stamp Cleaning Pad. And the instructions say to wipe your stamp off first. And I'm going to just put it on a block here. All those little picks are everywhere now. So you can really tell on the block that it's pink. So it says wipe it off first, and then use your cleaner. I'm going to just move it around here. Oh, that's looking whiter already. And then it says to wipe it off again. That cleaned up pretty nice. Do a little bit more. Yeah, that's impressive actually. So it's not perfectly white again. It didn't come out pristine, but it certainly took a lot of the pink off, didn't it? Look at that. That's excellent. So for those people who don't like having pink stamps, this is a nice way to clean them. All right, I'll put that aside for later. I make such a mess when I craft. All right. And there I am. All right. So hopefully you enjoyed that video. You got to see me working the stamparatus again. We made a card with the white ribbon, and we did one with the dyed ribbon. So in the comments, just let me know which one you like better, white or dyed. I prefer white, but you never know. And then you got to see how the new stamp cleaner works on the acrylic blocks. So it's a twofer today, a twofer video. So thanks for joining me, and please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment. I love to read your comments. I respond to them. And enjoy the rest of your crafting day. Thanks for watching. Bye.